she worked with me. I worked with her privately, and then she came in and started doing some clinics. And then I spent a year with her working with my voice. And then Paul has spent time with her, and Iraqi's done some stuff, and some of you guys in this room have spent time with her. And she's amazing, and she has just a powerful. She just says things in the simplest ways.
You think to yourself, even guys, I'm a buzzy British nanny.
And she just says it in some very fun and outrageous ways, which you will find out what I mean here in a minute.
I keep it light. You just ate something delicious, stick your tongue out, it's dead.
And the best thing you can do right now, these next couple hours, is put your guard down and just let it go. Because the more you just do what she asks you to do, and just you know, we're all singers, we're all goofy, we're all artists, the more you will get out of these 3 hours.
I hear people singing all these scales before they're gonna sing, and it's at 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, it's fascinating, you know? If you've been talking all day, you're warm, you know? So I kind of feel like we're a little we're kind of psyching ourselves out, you know? We're kind of over worrying about things a little bit. For those of you who hate scales, I'm giving you some good news, right? Woo! I know I didn't have to warm up, it's all good, you know? But let's make distinctions about the purpose of warming up. So when you feel pinching and discomfort in your throat when you're singing, it's because the muscles are being triggered with too much air, too high of a position, or just the fact that you're feeling pretty stressed, right? And for any one of those reasons, or for all of them together, you're going to get that tight, straining experience. How many of you felt that or had that? Yeah, that tightness. Because when you're hitting higher notes, we tend by instinct or habit to blast more air, to push, to try harder. I want to give you something to do instead. And breath control is when you slow down the loss of the air, and we're going to do that with floating ribs. I want you to find where your ribs begin to curve down, and then I want you to grab that lower portion of your ribs. So if we were going to send air to the lowest portion of the lung, so that the diaphragm flattens and we then have use of the diaphragm. That's why we do it. It's not so that you can take in more. You don't need more. Okay? We do this here so that you can take in a little and sing whatever you want to sing. I swear, I keep licking this thing. Ah! Ah! The thin buzz helps you engage head. You always want to be a blended voice of head with chest. You never want to just be chest, or then as you go up into the higher notes, something dramatic is going to have to change. And you'll probably feel a crisis. But if you've always got a buzz within the beautiful opening, then you'll always be set up to easily float between your whole range. The middle back of the tongue will pulse towards the velum, and it creates the G sound. So go g, g, g. Now, if we just put the N in front of it, we get to get it sitting up there indefinitely. Yeah, here's the biggest mistake you could make. Don't try to sing it. Don't try to make your throat make the sound. Let your tongue initiate, pronounce the sound so your throat can be relaxed. Right underneath your chin, where people get a turkey, they need, you know, surgery, right? We will all need that one day. Laugh it up. You want to get the thin buzz, and that's happening in the nasal cavity. But at the same time, you want the tongue and the back of the mouth to have an opening and a relaxation. How do you get that? Most people have to think of something that gives them that sensation. For most of us, universally, the only thing that gives us that is the sense of yawning, because we all yawn. Okay, I go, you go. Yeah, and I want for you to notice that the soft palate lifts when you do it right. Now, rest your finger on your voice box. Okay, now, do the yawn sound. I go first, you go. And notice that it's going to drop. Did you feel that? It drops. Now, why that's significant, okay, is that when your voice box is in a slightly lower position, the muscles inside and outside of the voice box stay relaxed. can do it just fine when I'm sitting on the toilet by myself, but when you're in front of a big audience, go for the buzzy head.